Yo sé que tú lo dudas, que yo te quiera tanto. Si quieres me abro el pecho y te entrego el corazón. Yo sé que tú lo dudas, que yo te quiero tanto. Si quieres me abro el pecho y te...
I can't believe everybody showed up on a rainy Saturday night. Like some of you guys heard me say in the front, I I typically oversell by 10%, just like United Airlines, because unfortunately, because, I hate it, but because we don't typically take payment up front, people don't show up. So thank you for showing up. That means we're squeezed a little bit tighter even than normal. Thank God COVID's no longer with us, right? That's a thing of the total thing of the past. I'm kidding. Thank you for wearing masks. I'm not, but I'm not a horrible person. I mean, sometimes I am, but not most of the time. So thank you guys too for showing up for a non-local band. Sometimes I have a harder time when it's folks that have traveled the furthest, which you would think, like, okay, they've traveled the furthest. I mean, these people reached out to me, Aaron and Corey, of Two Crows for Comfort, like cutest name ever, wittiest name. Like I would have booked them just because of their name. Truly. But then I listened, I was like, okay, I also really like the sound of their music. But seriously, they reached out to me over a year ago because they are from Canada. As in Canada. You know that, right? Because apparently, and I don't want to steal their thunder. Might be part of their stage shtick, but because they're from Canada, they have to like book their shows way out in advance so they can get a work visa, because God forbid we have roaming musician, troubadours of Canadians across the United States. Build that wall, build that wall. I'm surprised Trump didn't want to put that, along the north, because you know what Canadians are. They were like, no, that's okay. We don't want. That guy's crazy. We're not coming across the border. So yeah, we started talking about this over a year ago, which sort of blows my mind, right? Like they're up there in Manitoba, Canada, and they're talking to people around the country trying to figure out a tour. And so it really does feel like this, like they're like sort of out there in orbit, like, and then somehow, boom, they land in Sacramento. And lo and behold, I just found out from them, this is their debut concert in Sacramento. They've never been to Sacramento. They've traveled all over the world and all over the country, but this is actually their first time in Sacramento, so aren't you lucky? Aren't we all lucky? Yeah, that's Dakota. He'll probably leave the stage when I leave the stage. He's my, if I'm here, he's there. So, and I've already warned the musicians. The dogs may be wandering across the stage, and they're luckily they're totally cool with that. Isn't this funny? This piece of luggage, and this one here, like where all old Samsonite furniture goes to die? With musicians. Like every musician pretty much who has come here has an old piece of luggage. It's hilarious. I know they're standing in the garage right now like, are we ever going to get to sing? Yeah, you are. You are going to get to sing in just about 5 seconds, because I am going to depart this stage and hand it over to Aaron and Corey of Two Crows for Comfort. Cool ass band.
Hello.
Wow, thank you guys.
That's quite the intro. There's more? We've never followed a stand-up routine. That's a first, too. That's exciting.
You should go on the road with her.
That'd be fun.
That would be awesome. All right, we can start with nouns. Yeah, sure. All right, how's everybody doing? You guys are good? Cool. Very cool. This is really nice.
Got our little buddies.
It's super cool when the artist gets announced on and they're prepared with all their stuff ready to go. That's not us. Hey, buddy. Well, okay. We'll start things off with. We're gonna be looking down at these guys all night. We'll start things off with a song I wrote about my little hometown. I grew up in Manitoba, as we've discussed, way up in the far, far north. And I grew up in a little town of about 1,000 people when I was there. And Stony Mountain is my town. It's home of a big limestone federal prison that I grew up down the street from. And sometimes people would escape, and they'd shut us down in school, and we'd go into lockdown. And
The school and the prison shared a fence.
we did share a fence line with the prison. That's not a joke. Our properties met. And I grew up right around the corner from there. And that's where I grew up, our little town. And now we're kind of out and about seeing the world. Feels good. We love going back home. But sometimes it feels good to leave there, too. So we'll start with that one. We'll get warmed up and loosen the juices. And we did that inside with tequila shots, but that's... I'm not supposed to say that? Not you guys, just us two. No, it's just us two. Nobody else had them. All right, we'll start here. Okay. I've been looking backwards for most of my life. Living faster, I love than I lied. Now the grass is greener if you let it grow, or so I'm told. I've been around the block a time or two, and I saw Lily, and I lost my shoe, and so I followed the wind till it blew me right back to you. And I live at home in these mountains of stone, and giving my whole heart is all that I know. It's hard to build a castle when the water hits the sand. It's hard to live alone when you're living off the land. Yep. Take me to the front porch and cover all my clothes. I've been wearing much too long these old shirts full of holes, but I'm on my way from nowhere till my heart is empty or full. And I live at home in these mountains of stone, and giving my whole heart is all that I know. It's hard to build a castle when the water hits the sand. It's hard to live alone when you're living off the land.
It's been a long time coming. Lay my head on the hanging tree, 'cause I found the Lord, and the Lord could not find me. It's been a long time coming. Lay my head on the hanging tree, 'cause I found the Lord, and the Lord could not find me. I found the Lord, and the Lord could not find me. I found the Lord, and the Lord could not find me. The Lord could not find me. Oh, I found the Lord. The Lord could not find me. The Lord could not find me. Oh, I found the Lord. The Lord could not find me. The Lord could not find me. Oh, I found the Lord. The Lord could not find me.
All right. Sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. All right, we're all warmed up. Everybody. Yeah.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
That's
And Tyler.
yeah. We found out we're streaming this, so we just made a little thing on our Facebook and Instagram, and I know we got some folks back home watching, which is really cool. We've been away from home for a minute. We left. We're from Winnipeg, Manitoba, and most folks don't know where that is. We've found it's right in the center of Canada, right above North Dakota and Minnesota, and it's very cold. And you can hear my Canadian accent when I explain where we're from the long O's. Which I've also learned that on the road is that I have an accent apparently. It was very cold. They're in a really nasty cold snap right now. And what was that? I know, it's freezing here. Yeah.
You do not want to know how cold it is there.
For the Canadians, it's 15 degrees Celsius today.
And they're in Parkas and
Minus 40 something Celsius back home. So it's freezing here, guys.
got their toques on.
Yeah, everybody's got their toques. We call them toques where we're from. That's your hat.
Yeah, those are farts here.
Toques and farts. That's good. That's good. But yeah, we have some folks watching back home, which is really nice. They haven't seen us play since about August. We've been on the road for a long time, about 6 months. They probably signed in thinking, oh yeah, they're gonna get to hear new material finally, and nope. It's because it's all new for you folks. We'll do new stuff when we get home. But anyways, what are we doing?
Something on cable 3.
Sure. We only ever know the first song we're gonna do and maybe the last song. So, do you want to do Into the Wild? Is that okay first? Yeah. Okay. Okay, we'll do. This is a song we wrote about traveling, which is kind of appropriate because we're actually allowed to travel again. And I know it feels good. It feels good. We were all shut in for so long. And we've been itching to get back on the road, and we had so many plans to do this years ago, and everything obviously got canceled, and so yeah, that's we love to travel. We essentially get to do it for a living. So we wrote this song a long time ago when we were first driving through the States, and we weren't playing music at the time, just traveling, just for something to do, and so we wrote this song, and it's called Into the Wild.
Shaky moon, windows rise, rain falling down tonight, Sunday drive into the nowhere to run and hide. We're alive. Into the wild we'll go. Into the wild we will go. Into the wild we will go. Leaving home.
you very much.
You guys are so nice.
You guys are too good. That warm-up act, that's what got you. I think Bear had some of my beer. I don't mind. Nice. I don't mind sharing with him. That's cool. All right, let's do. We'll do a song. That's a song I wrote about my dad. I don't think my parents are watching. They decided to leave Canada for a few weeks and spend some time in Mexico. It's too nasty to get back home, so they're probably not watching. But I wrote the song about my dad and sort of about my parents, but I guess more about my dad. And he used to drive me to hockey. It's a cliche, but as a Canadian kid, I grew up in the rink, in the hockey rink, as you might imagine. He was my coach when I was a kid. I started when I was about 4 years old, and learning to skate and learning to play hockey. And I couldn't shoot a puck to save my life. I would always fall down, so I decided I should be a goalie. And so I could just stand there, fall down, get up. It was fine. It was okay if I fell down. So yeah, he was my coach, and for many years, all the way through right and through junior high, and then and I went on to play through high school, and he was at every game, every practice, both my parents, but him taking on the coach was just that little bit of extra duty that he just always went above and beyond, and he would drive me to all the games, all the practices, and even when I was driving myself to the games, they would still show up, and as I went on to play higher level hockey, they would drive till 2-3 hours away, be the middle of the week, a Tuesday night, and they get home at God knows what time, 2:00 in the morning, and he'd get up at 5:00 in the morning and go to work the next day. And he did this for countless years, both my parents, and I never really appreciated it at the time. I'll never be able to repay them for that, and I know they would never expect that, but it was just a crazy thing. And then we joke now, we don't have kids, but we kind of make the joke that we would not enroll them in organized sports. Not a chance. You're applauding that? Like, no.
Maybe soccer.
Maybe soccer, because it lasts like a couple months and it's basically free. Goalie is the most expensive position ever, and it's terrible for your body and your mind. So I wouldn't recommend that. But I always wondered how he stayed sane doing that, how my parents stayed sane. That's just absolutely crazy. And I was thinking about that when I was writing this song, kind of reflecting on the glory days and how I looked at my dad as being this invincible, real guy's guy. He was a real sports nut growing up and just a man's man, I guess, so to speak. And now just watching him get older, it's just strange to watch your parents age. And more specifically, is he drinking my beer again?
It's just allow it.
I'm still gonna drink it, just for the record.
You can put it on the bar.
I'm gonna put it on the bar where the beer should be. I'll probably put it down there for him later.
He's a good
That's
boy.
good. That was good. So yeah, anyways, like I was saying, watching my dad get older it's weird watching your parents age, and I think specifically your father, watching him be so invincible as this young dude and getting older and slowing down. He's still going strong. He's still happy as a clam, but he just watching him slow down is strange, and that's sort of what this song is all about. I'll also prepare you that this is one of our happier songs. And that could be one of my shorter stories. So you're in for a real treat. Anyways, this song it's about my dad. It's called Older Still.
Wondered if time ever would slow him down. Yeah, it slowed him down. mind alright. We spend winter evenings on the ice and snow, on the ice and snow. Well, I remember living colder weather. Never would have thought back then this would someday end. He sits down and sees it's now or never, now or never. Well, please remember, love stands forever. Love, it stands forever. Love, it stands forever. Love, it stands forever. It'll break your heart, but love, it stands forever. Love, it stands forever. Love, it stands forever. It'll break your heart. Love, it stands forever. Love, it stands forever. Love, it stands forever. It'll break your heart, but love, it stands forever. Love, it stands forever. Love, it stands forever. It'll break your heart. Love, it stands forever. Love, it stands forever. Love, it stands forever. It'll break your heart, but love, it stands forever. Love, it stands forever. Love, it stands forever. It'll break your heart. It'll break your heart. It'll break your heart. It'll break your heart. Never would have thought back then this would someday end. Never would have thought back then this would someday end. Never would have thought back then this would someday end. Someday end. I wondered if time ever would slow him down. Yeah, it slowed him down.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. You guys are too nice. Watching you three at the back is the most motivating thing I've ever had. You guys are just ready to rock and roll. Oh, this is great. It's like what? It's like you're at a DJ booth and you guys are all just. That's awesome.
Oh, he wants wine now. He's just dabbling in everything tonight.
Oh boy. Oh, these dogs are so funny. You want to do something on flowers? All right. This is a song I wrote about. This is a song I wrote a long, long time ago. One of the first songs I ever wrote that I didn't absolutely hate. And Aaron and I started off just by playing open mics and that sort of randomly, just for fun. And we had two songs in our pocket, and this was one of those two songs. And I wrote it about an ex-girlfriend. You guys are easy. That's all I have to say. There's a two-part. Well, yeah. There's a long-winded story to this one. I won't get too much into it, but I'll tell the first part. And it's. I wrote it about a girlfriend. I wasn't working at the time. I got laid off from my job. Laid off is a term I use instead of saying I got fired, because I got fired. And yeah, I was working for her grandmother. I hope they're not watching. I don't think they're watching. I think it's fine.
Do not ever know.
It's fine. It's fine. And I'm choosing my words wisely. Let me just say I wrote the song about an ex-girlfriend who I thought was lazy. I don't raise no hammer, don't grind to the nail. Born to be riding, not working on the rail. You know fence posts get painted when you're brushing your hair. Now my darling, you don't lie when you care. Don't send me no flowers when I'm 10 feet in the ground. You wore your best, you're wearing that gown into the river where my body drowned. Your love's not real. No, your love's not around. I can't raise up no mountain. You're rocking your chair. Now, my darling, you don't sit where you stand. Don't ask for forgiveness. You're lying in front of me and put me in a casket. You sent me in a dream. No, your loving ain't what it seems. 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 Don't send me no flowers when I'm 10 feet in the ground. You wore your best, you're wearing that gown into the river where my body drowned. No, your love's not real. No, your love's not around. No, your love's not real. No, your love's not around.
Thank you.
I will also say that I'm very self-conscious of that song because I'm fully aware that the phrase is not 10 feet in the ground, it's 6 feet in the ground. Yeah, I think it's the opposite. I think it's the opposite. It's the ground is so frozen you can't dig that deep. Should be 3 feet in the ground. That song got ripped to shreds once in a mentorship Aaron and I took part in. And he hated that line. I don't disagree with him. But so I'm really I get really nervous singing that song now. 'Cause there's always somebody who's like, wait a minute. That's wrong. That's good. That's good. That means you weren't paying that much attention, so that's good. I'm just teasing. I'm kidding.
What do you think?
Do you want to do we move Misery down? Does it look like we don't know what we're playing? We just kind of have a list of songs that we'd like to get to the mall if we can, but as you notice, Aaron talks a lot. It's super annoying. Do you want to do We Move Misery Down? Do you
We
wanna
can do Misery.
You want to do Frank now? We should probably do. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that.
What?
We're gonna get progressively sadder as the night goes on.
Okay, good.
That's really good. Most people are like, no, play a happy cover song. No, I'm just kidding. We can do whatever you want. We can do a cover
If you
song. It
need a
doesn't
break
matter.
from the sad ones, we can do.
Yeah, we might have to squeeze in a cover song if it gets too depressing, because most of our stuff's really depressing, and then we'd have to break it up with something. We could do an ABBA song.
Dancing Queen.
Yeah. We'll do. This is a song we wrote about our dog. We love dogs. We love that we're being mauled by dogs because we truly, truly love it. And we adopted a boxer from a boxer rescue back home. He was 1.5 years when we got him, and what we were told was that the family was getting a divorce and neither party wanted him, and so they put him up for adoption, which we thought was crazy at the time. Then we took him home, and we kind of understood why.
He was crazy.
He was absolutely bonkers. He had the worst separation anxiety I've ever seen in my life. And just to get him in our house the first day was impossible. He wouldn't come inside the house. He just stayed on the deck all night. He wouldn't come in. And then finally he would come in, and anytime we would leave, he would just go absolutely ballistic. And he would we had an old home, an old character home. It was a really cool little house. And I feel like it had the original doors and baseboards and on hardwood floor. Yeah, and you guessed it. He completely shredded everything. He destroyed everything we owned. When we
He
went,
was so cute.
Still alive. That's the dog I meant.
It's not this. It's not that one. It's not that.
It's a different dog. Different dog.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
not still alive.
Spoiler alert. Cut to.
Sad songs.
This is
Actually,
a happy
it's
song. No, this is
It's
a happy
this
song.
a
This is a
very
really happy song. This is a really happy song. So we have this dog that destroys everything we own, but we absolutely love him. And we fast forward a couple years, and it's around Christmas time of last year, not 2022, 2021, Christmas of 2021, and we're petting his neck, and we feel a lump on his throat, and so we went in to get him tested, and it took a little while for the vets to kind of nail it down, but they came back and told us it was lymphoma. He was at stage 4 already by the time we figured out. The boxer breed, I don't know if anybody has ever had a boxer, they're absolutely nuts. And you would never know. They're so chipper that we would never know that he was sick until he was kind of on his last legs. And so we found out he was sick, and we knew we wanted to do chemotherapy and at least fight it. And so we tried. We did that for a bit, and he's responded really well to the chemotherapy at first. And he went. We noticed he was slowing down again after a few treatments, and so we took him into the vet again for another treatment. And they called and they told us he wasn't coming home. That would be the last night we'd spend with him. This is gonna be a long night.
This song is really happy. This song is happy. It's just the lead up that's sad.
We got about another hour to go, so this is a happy song. We love our dog very much, and that was truly that was the last night we spent with him. That was a really, really tough night, and it took us a long time before we would play this song. But last summer it was Aaron's mom and aunt who kind of convinced us to do it again. Aaron's family played a massive role in helping take care of our dog Frankie. That was his name, and they kind of convinced us to start playing the song again because we took a break from it for a while. And his name was Frankie. Frank. We had a million names for him, but Frankenstein was something we like to call him. And so we call this song Frankenstein's Waltz.
He looks scary and mean, but he's simple and sweet. He'll greet you with a smile at the door. And like me and you, he longs for love too. He'll lay with you begging for more. It's a hard life, sleeping all day. It's a hard life, up on your lap and wait for a kiss on the head. When 10 o'clock strikes, he'll pack up and hike up the stairs 'cause he's ready for bed. It's a hard life, sleeping all day. It's a hard life, learning how to play. It's a hard life for Frankenstein. You're a beautiful monster. How could someone not want you? We'll love you right through till the end. So stick your head out the window, do whatever you're into. Today your new life begins. It's a hard life, sleeping all day. It's a hard life, learning how to play. It's a hard life, hard. It's a hard life, sleeping all day. It's a hard life, being loved this way. It's a hard life for Frankenstein.
I was running out of breath. No. Awesome. Thank you very much.
you.
Yeah, I was running out of breath. I was just like fast forwarding.
He always used to howl along to the harmonica.
Yeah. He did. Anytime we would try to get together with we would play with a band back home a lot, or if we were practicing at home, or he would always he would be on the couch beside us, one paw on our lap, and just ready to go when the harmonica would go, and he would just go nuts for it. And so we recorded that song before he passed away. And so if you get a chance online, if you go check it out on Spotify or whatever, you can hear him howling at the end of that song. So we immortalized his voice. So if it looks like we're looking down and smiling at these guys all the time, we love dogs so much.
Thank God.
Yeah, could you imagine? Yeah, if you don't like dogs,
Get out of here.
speak now. Get out. No, I'm just kidding. Everyone's welcome. Exactly. We love them.
Okay, what's next?
We could do a sad song. That was a joke. They're all sad stories. They're buried in happy sounding songs. Do you want to do? Yeah, let's do Misery. Sure. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do. Shoot. You weren't supposed to hear that. No. Okay, well, that skips to the punchline, but I'll tell you the story anyways. You guys are getting the behind the curtain look at all the jokes. Let's pretend the people that didn't hear anything, just let's keep it that way. The people that did hear it, just pretend to laugh at the end. There's a song. This is a song. I used to date Aaron's best friend. That's how I'll start that story. Remember I mentioned earlier yeah.
The lazy one.
So we're coming full circle. It's a very tight circle. It's like a Fleetwood Mac-esque circle.
No, it's not.
No, I'm kidding. Well, that's true. I did used to date her best friend, and I got to know Erin a little bit through that, but we didn't spend a ton of time together. But got to know her a little bit, and then I stopped seeing that person, and I kind of stayed in contact with Erin. She was living overseas. She lived over in Ireland and Italy for the course of a couple of years, just doing things, and she went over there with $1,000 in her pocket. Said, "I can last 2 years on $1,000." It's not really that relevant, but that was pretty good. And she came back home. She was broke, and she was looking for a job, and so she came to get a job where I was working, and this is where the romance really kicks in. Is I was working at a pawn shop. Yeah. And so she came and got a job there, and she's gonna save up and go back overseas, and And the more time I would spend with Erin, the more I got to like her a little bit, which meant I would tease the heck out of her. That's sort of how I guess show my appreciation for someone as I rag on them.
As he's doing to you guys.
So if there's anybody that I focus in on tonight, it's just because I deeply love you. No. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I would just, that's kind of how our relationship formed, was just, Erin also she's got a really good sense of humor. She can take it, but she can dish it out just as harsh. And, which is good because I feed off that. And so that's kind of how our relationship started and still goes to this day, I guess. And yeah, she was gonna go back overseas, and she stuck around. She never went back. And two people thanked you. Everyone else was like, still undecided.
Was one of those you that thanked you?
No. No, but she never went back. She stuck around, and then we've been together almost 9 years now. And now I'm curious, once I say we're not married, how many people would retract those applause? Oh, you're all retracting your applause? Is that bringing the applause back? California, that's okay. It's cool. It's cool in California. Sweet. Sweet. Okay. We like California more and more the more time we spend here. It's different than the Bible Belt, that's for sure. I'm not going to get political. I'm just teasing. I know. I just tease. Anybody that knows us or has seen us along the way, we played in the Bible Belt. We met a lot of really nice folks. I'm just teasing. They know I'm teasing. But long story short, there's a song I wrote about Erin, and it's called Misery. That was the punchline.
Not as close as we used to be.
You guys are easy.
Crossed the ocean, lost at sea. Do you miss the misery? Do you miss the misery of my company? Do you miss the misery? Do you miss the misery of my company? Do you miss charades in the summertime? Bike rides, rollerblades in the summertime. Silent wedding brides in the summertime. Going goodbyes in the summertime. Not as close as we used to be. 1,000 miles, a million dreams. Do you miss the misery? Do you miss the misery of my company? Do you miss the misery? Do you miss the misery of my company? Do you miss charades in the summertime? Bike rides, rollerblades in the summertime. Silent wedding brides in the summertime. Going goodbye in the summertime, yeah, yeah. Love is all you know. Fear is how you grow. Love is all you know. Fear is how you grow.
what you show.
He's so cute. Thank
Cool.
you.
Thank you.
You're so good.
He is so good.
Superstar. He's making
He's
it
so
fun.
good. Yeah, do you want to do town now? Sure. And tune this up.
We're gonna get a little sad. It's like a rainy night.
It feels like this is a good one for the rain. This is a song for the rain. We love the rain too. I love rainy days. It means it's warm. For us, that's true.
That's
actually.
true for us, yeah.
That's true. That does, yeah. Spring means finally we can go outside for 2 months and enjoy life.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh,
I was about to.
oh my! Can we get her out of here? Just kidding.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh no, that's terrible. No flash photography, please.
No.
I'm kidding. I don't mean to call you out in front of everyone, but
We know this means he loves you.
I'm a teacher. It's fine.
I was just saying today. I think in another life I would have liked to been a teacher. So that's funny.
Make the kids laugh.
A little inappropriate. I might be a little say too dark of things that I would probably get fired.
Kids, like,
That's
High
true.
school students, yeah.
That's true. People didn't like me in high school then. They're not gonna like me now.
That is not true.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just being dramatic. All right, we'll do a song. This is a song I wrote. This is one of those 2 songs that Aaron and I showed up to the open mics with, and we showed up to the open mic with 2 slow, kind of boring songs, but great. We're playing them here just for you guys.
We like them. Oh.
Non-confident as can be.
That's awesome.
We don't really think self-deprecation is good either. So this is a song I wrote after my first experiences with death, and you guys are good because you can laugh at that kind of. I think that's awesome. I'm serious. You guys are sick. I have no near-death experiences. I did feel like I got possessed by the devil in Edinburgh.
In the cave.
That's a true story. I'm working on writing a song about that. That's true. I had the weirdest paranormal experience of my life, and I love paranormal stuff, but I'm very skeptical. And I had the weirdest experience of my life that has nothing to do with the song, but it answers your question.
And next time we come through, we'll maybe have.
Next time we'll have a song about it, and we'll get into it. But anyways, this is a song I wrote about my first sort of experiences, and you guys can laugh along to this story. It's hilarious.
Oh my god.
And
Here we go.
when I was a kid, just sort of as I was getting to my grandfather really well, and spending more time with them and kind of helping out around their place every once in a while. He got sick and passed away, and I didn't get to know him as well as I wish I did. He's very similar to my dad, and has a very similar sense of humor and very, very sarcastic, which I didn't inherit that, but no, but my dad has that same sense of humor, and I think I do too a little bit, and him and Aaron never met, but I like to think that they would have got along really well because she has a sick sense of humor too, and I think they would have really liked each other, and that was sort of my first experience, and also my childhood best friend when I was growing up, he lived really close to me, and we hung out all the time when we were little kids, and as we aged, we sort of started moving to different groups, and I was kind of in the sports crowd, and then music, and he had a bit of a harder upbringing than most kids in our town, and didn't come from a lot, and we spent a lot of time together, and he dropped out of school when we were in high school. He dropped out of school and he started working for a construction company, and one day we heard that there was an accident in town. In our little town, news travels fast, of course, and we heard there was an accident at a work site, and we knew when they said there was a young person was killed, and we knew right away who it was, and this was my friend, and I was thinking about that when I was writing this song, and how death affects a small town, and I mean, it affects everybody differently, but in a small town, the entire community comes out. They come out to his funeral, and the entire rec center was full, and people standing at the back, and it's a real powerful situation. So that's what I was thinking about when I was writing this song, and yeah, and it's called The Town.
Played in the backyard where we stood tall, carefree and innocent, a problem so small. The whole town's dressed in their darkest and flowers in their hands. The whole room forced to silence as tears begin to dance. Your sister stands at the front, but I'm sure you can see her. I buried my brother today, but I'll smile anyway. Yeah, I'll smile anyway. No town cried today. No town cried today. No town cried today. Played in the backyard like a giant used to talk. We watched each other grow. I watched you grow small. Your son stands at the front, but I'm sure you can see him. I buried my father today, but I'll smile anyway. Yeah, I'll smile anyway. We sing hallelujah in the rain. No town cried today. We sing hallelujah in the rain. No town cried today. I saw a grown man cry today. The whole town cried today. sing hallelujah in the rain. We sing hallelujah in the rain. We sing hallelujah in the rain. We sing hallelujah.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm not sure if I'm crazy, but I think the rain started pounding right before we started that song. That was weird. For the folks at home that couldn't hear that.
Yeah, that's
You guys are that good. You set that up. You have done it all, truly. You truly, truly have. We will never be able to thank you guys enough. I got to keep an eye on the time because, oh my goodness, time flies. Holy smokes. Yeah, we're getting, not that we're getting close to time, but Cassie, did you want to come back up and do anything? You wanted to say a word or two? We're going to do another 20-minute stand-up routine. No, we're going to be right here, but Cassie just going to say a thing or two.
I'm going to sneak over here.
Yeah, we'll stand out your way here.
Let me sneak in here. Oh my gosh.
Was there anything else I was supposed to remember, or that was it?
These guys step aside, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about the concerts that are coming up.
Two buttons.
No, I thought all my buttons were on. No, this button's not on. I got two buttons.
Pop off for a second, maybe. I'll call it.
We on? Okay, sorry about it. I should only have one button. That's. Oh, that is so funny. I've actually never had anybody leave the stage. Like they're like, that bitch is gonna talk so long. Like we're gonna go take a nap. We're gonna go get some whiskey. They're like. Oh my God, these guys are fantastic, right? But enough about them. Let's talk about the next concerts, because I have you as a rapt audience. You might be. People who have come to the Bootleg a lot may notice that I'm sort of scaling back a little bit. I'm only having one concert a month. You know, coming during COVID and coming out of COVID, I was trying to, give artists and people who love music as many opportunities as possible to hear the music, and was doing almost 2 a month. And it was a little hard, and it was a little hard on my volunteers. And if I was a trust fund baby, I'd be having a concert every weekend at least. But I'm not. I'm from Iowa. There's no trust fund babies in Iowa, I can tell you that. So we're having about one a month, and so the next one is going to be on March 25th. So we got kind of a gap, but it's going to be Maya Sharp, who's out of Nashville, who has written. She opens for Bonnie Raitt typically. She has written for Bonnie Raitt. She has written for Cher. So she is an incredible songwriter, like one of the most wittiest songwriters that we've had here. And so she's coming back on 325. She was here before, and she's going to be in the area doing a thing with soldiers, where she helps soldiers bring their stories to life. And she said, I'd really love to come back and play at the Bootleg when I'm there, which that makes me so happy when folks who have played here before say, we really want to come back. 2 Crows for Comfort. Did you hear that? I really like it when people want to come back. And then it's kind of unusual because I'm trying to only have one a month, but it just so happened that it's like 1 week later, I'm going to have on April 1st Natalie Hagwood, who is part of Dear Darling. And she's going to be bringing some really cool duos to the stage with like Hattie Craven, who's a pretty well-known locally. And I'm really excited because I met Natalie through Dear Darling, who's played here a number of times and is really taken off. They're doing national tours now and everything. And Natalie plays cello, and she has this voice that is that feels like the tone of it matches the cello, which is my absolute favorite. And I've been saying to her, Natalie, you should do your own stuff. You should do your own stuff. And she's going to do it here. And that's because of you guys. Because of the audiences that come here, musicians feel really safe and warm and supported. And so she's going to do something that she's never done before here. And so I'm really excited about that. That's on April 1st. And then in May, we haven't decided on the date, but it's going to be Jessica Malone and Hattie Craven are going to come back with one of their bands. They've got like 4 different bands. One of them is going to be here in May. And then in June is my 5-year anniversary. And I'm not counting anything off for COVID because, as many of you guys know, I actually took a very small break in COVID and started up live streaming almost very quickly. And so I'm owning that 5-year anniversary. My first concert was in June 5 years ago, and so Mumbo Gumbo's going to be here. Yeah. If you guys have been here for a Mumbo Gumbo show, it's absolutely fantastic. But I don't open up the RSVPs until 2 weeks before, and then it's sort of like, what's her name? Yes. It's a little like Taylor Swift. You got about 10 minutes, bitches. If you don't get your RSVP in, you ain't in. But at least it is an outdoor concert, so we can have 100 of y'all out here. And then I've got concerts all throughout the rest of the year. So that's what's coming up. But now that I've kind of talked about that, I want to bring it back to here because, man, we are experiencing something really incredible, and I sort of love that it's under the rain, right? It's beautiful. I appreciate you guys didn't get scared off by the rain, and there's actually a couple people in here that I work with. At my old job, I worked with this guy over here, and my new job, I work with this guy over here, and they know that at my paying gig, I work my ass off. But this is what I live for. These nights are what I live for. You guys being here, musicians like this, who you guys, taking off from Manitoba, Canada, a year in advance trying to plan, and they're traveling around in their camper to come and play for 42 people. 42 people, and that's what they love to do. I mean, this is... not everybody can do this. Like, they didn't even give me a writer. Like, even most national touring people will give me some sort of writer. Like, even if it's just like orange juice and toast. Most people play house concerts. I don't get complicated writers. But they're Canadians. They didn't give me anything. Nothing. I was like, you guys got to work on this. Like, you got to work up your, like, diva thing. Like, they're just like, we're Canadians. Can we? They actually try to pay me $20 to come in and play here. I said, no, Canadians. Californians love Canadians. So Californians are clapping right now, and they want to bring the Canadians back on the stage. Let me get off.
All right, we're back. We love Californians. Y'all got money. I'm just kidding, but we do love you. No, we've loved California. We had no idea what to expect. We've been in the States for 5 months. We got 1 more month to go in the States, and everywhere has been different. Everywhere has been fantastic in different ways, and we had no idea what to expect. It's our first time being here, and
It's horrible, right?
it's just awful. Oh yeah, no, we
Okay,
can totally
okay.
get that vibe. Yeah, this is great. No, this is awesome. We love it. We've absolutely loved it, and this has been amazing. So you guys are amazing. We will. We'll bring it back on. We don't really. We'll have time for a few more. I think that's okay.
That's okay. Okay.
Just goes downhill the longer we play. So
It's gonna get sadder.
it just gets sadder and sadder, and yeah. We can do the covers. We can do the happy covers to reel you back in.
Cover in there.
How about we will? We'll do that. This is a happy song. Ironically, it was a sad time for us. We wrote this. We wrote this after our sort of our first experience, really playing the getting on the road and playing the bar scene on the road, which is a lot different than this standardly. Yeah, shocker. But it's sort of our first time hitting the road, and we were still quite new. Even where we were playing at home, and we could play locally and bring some family and friends out, and that always felt good. And then we would hit the road, and we weren't sure what to expect, and playing smaller shows and things like that. And it was sort of it was our first experience playing the bars and to crowds that we had no idea who was going to show up. Like, it's crazy that you guys are all here. This is nuts. It's not always like that. I don't even know what the percentage is, but there's a lot of times where there's either nobody there, or you have those experiences where, and that's sort of what this song is about, is when the room is packed but not a soul is listening. Yeah, that hurts. Thanks for the awes. That's very nice of you. But it is. It's tough when we do what we do and try to write from the heart and share that with people, and they couldn't care less about it. That's soul crushing. But that's what we've signed up to do, and then so we get to sort of just lash that out onto you guys, which is really cool. You guys are our therapists. You don't know it, but you are. We played to a room full of therapists on this tour, and that was terrifying. That's a true story. There were several therapists in the room, and holy smokes, that was scary. We learned that afterwards, thank God. But we would play the bar. We play bars, and even on this tour, it doesn't matter where you are, what country you're in, or whatever. There's those packed bars where nobody's listening, and that's what this song is about. It kind of made us question why we decided we wanted to do this for a living, and we left feeling really, really low that night. And it was in a city called Regina, Saskatchewan. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that. Probably not. Regina. Just want to clarify that. With an R. Yeah.
What did he say?
It's our rival city. It's about 6 hours away from us, and that's our rival city. So we were playing there, and we left miserable, but we came out of there with this song, and it's called "To Regina with Love."
Late Thursday evening and we're trying for money, playing a song just for the lonely and hungry. Never dream of leaving this again. Local drunk cliche slurring nothing but curse words, spilling his whiskey, spitting something about free bird. People that come and start rolling in, we know it now, these nights never end. The place is full, the room is warm, folks applaud, but no one's really listening. There's a young couple making out in the front row. Thank you for showing us how far your tongue can go. Young and loving, everyone should know.
That's absolutely true, by the way.
Searching for feelings at the bottom of bottles. Boys, they start pushing and they're looking for trouble. Table of six and the heads hang low, faces glisten in the pale, pretty glow. Crowded roars, the TV's on. 2 I watch, I forget the words I'm singing. The place is full, the room is warm. Folks applaud, but no one's really listening. Nobody's listening. Nobody's listening. Nobody.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening. You know what happens when you don't. That's true. Free bird. Somebody, you know what? It's actually amazing. We've learned how many people do that. It's amazing. I know, like, we always heard of it, but we never really experienced it. And, like, are we the kind of band that would whip out Freebird? All right. That's. Wouldn't that be amazing if we pulled that out? No, we're gonna do something different. We're gonna do a sad song. Ah, shoot. We can do a happy cover after that to bring it back up. We got time for a couple more. We won't bore you all night, but we'll do this one and then we'll be done with the sad stuff. What is wrong with you people?
We don't have to be.
You live in California. It's depressing in Northern California. Everybody wants to be down in the South where it's warm. Whoa! We're pitting people against each other here.
About this rivalry.
Oh, there's a divide. Oh boy. Never mind. Let's not get into it. I had no idea. Okay. Good. Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
We'll do our research.
I'm sorry for bringing it up. Shoot. I'm terribly sorry. Some bitterness in this room. Anyways, this is a song I wrote about a friend of mine that I grew up playing hockey with. And I should make sure this is the right one.
Different one.
No, yeah, different song. Dude, that's a different one. That was the other one. That was the. You guys are crazy. Oh man.
This is so fun.
This is this is a friend of mine that I grew up playing hockey with. He moved to our town. We in our town the school and the hockey team kind of the same thing where you sort of have the same kids from kindergarten to grade 8. It was like that in school. It's like that in hockey. And he moved close to our town when we were little kids, and he stayed with our team for the whole time we played together until we sort of aged out and went different ways. And I got to know him really well, and we spent a lot of time together. My parents would drive him to games, and he would stay over at our place, and so we got to be really close through hockey, and as we got older, he kept playing higher level hockey after high school, and we sort of drifted apart. And I was doing music a lot more, and we didn't really see each other for a while. And one day he came into where I was working. The pawn shop that I was working at was also a music store. It was half music store, half pawn shop. And he came in one day looking for a guitar, and I was talking to him for a little bit, and I just knew something was off. It was really strange talking to him. He didn't seem to be like the guy I knew just a few years ago. It just seemed it was a really strange interaction. And then he left, and we didn't really speak again after that. And then one day my hockey coach came over, and he's my uncle, and he coached with my dad most of my life. And he told us that my friend's name was Ben, that Ben was missing, and we didn't know what was up, and we found out later. He was a defenseman, so he got hit a lot. He got run into the boards a lot, and suffered a lot of concussions, and still kind of at a time where it wasn't diagnosed as thoroughly as it is nowadays. And through that, he really struggled with his mental health, which kind of explained my weird interaction with him, why it seemed so off. And he had a lot of mental health issues. And we found out shortly after he went missing that he took his own life. And yeah, so I wrote the song about him. So whoever spoiled the punchline earlier, you called it. But no, this is a song I wrote about my friend, and it's called "Wake Up."
Wake up, mama, can't you see I'm not alone? Wake up, nothing telling me I should go home. Father, I can't recall the last you laughed out loud. Father, my father, I wonder if I still can make you proud. Do I make you proud? Tell your work friends about me. Do you still believe what they say, or that I'll go to heaven? I'll go to heaven. Dear friend, please don't think of me the last I left. Dear friend, remember me the first day when we met. Granddad, you raised me up, I thought I'd be so strong. Granddad, tell her that she's never done me wrong. Tell your wife I'm too far gone. Do you still believe what they say, or that I'll go to heaven? Go forth in silence and pray that I'll go to heaven. Do you still believe what they say, or that I'll go to heaven? I can't drive my car out to the eastern shore. I can't dance without my feet touching the floor. Touching the floor. Tell your old friends who bored me. Your dream car will just have to wait. I'm sorry, Kevin. Brothers, please know that I'm safe and I'll go to heaven. Oh. What they say, or that I'll go to heaven. Go forth in silence and pray that I'll go to heaven. Brothers, please know that I'm safe and I'll go to heaven. Do you still believe what they say, or that I'll go to heaven? Oh, I'll go to heaven.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much. What do we have time for? Seriously, I don't want to overplay because that's terrible. That's annoying. I have no idea how much time we have left. I have no idea. I can't keep track of time. Okay.
Yeah,
Why don't we
okay.
we'll do a happy cover, and then we'll end on one of our own. How does that sound? Is that okay? Okay. This is a song we like to bring out just to bring the spirits back up a little bit.
Everyone knows it, so you can.
Everyone knows it. It's one we like to do back home. Try to get people on their feet a little bit. Not that you need to get up and dance. It's cool. But you'll definitely know it, so you're welcome to sing along. You'll know it for sure. If you don't, I actually have nothing to say. I have no idea. If you don't know this song, it's crazy. So it's just a fun song. We'll bring it back up, and then we'll end it with one more after that.
It's Freebird.
That's the encore.
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring, bound by wild desire. I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. A ring of fire, a ring of fire.
You don't know this one, do you?
The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. And I fell for you like a child, and I fell to a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. A ring of fire, a ring of fire. Here we go.
Aaron Corbin, everybody.
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring, bound by wild desire. Well, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. A ring of fire, a ring of fire.
Let's do it one more time.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. A ring of fire, a ring of fire.
Great singing.
Wow. That was amazing singing. I don't know if we've ever had a sing along like that. That was amazing. That was impressive.
Welcome to the Bootleg.
She hated that song. I'm just kidding. Okay, we got one more. And then we'll let you out of here. Oh, no, one more. Dang it. We thought that was the last one. This is a fun one. This is a happy one. We're going to end on a happy one. We wrote this after we spent some time in Salem, Massachusetts. And we love the East Coast, and we always wanted to go there, and we're both big anything horror movies, horror related. We love it. So we love the well, I can't say we love the witch trials, but we're fascinated by it. We're fascinated by the witch trials. I think what a time in American history. And but we spent a little time there at Halloween, and we took in everything witchy and witch related, and if you're not familiar with what went on there were the witch trials and the hangings that took place. And but there was one gentleman which we found really interesting was he was accused of being a witch, and his punishment, which was different than others, was to be pressed to death. I told you we were going to do a happy song. He was to be pressed to death. And basically what that means is they would take these giant stones and they would lie them on his chest. No. All right, have a great night. Thank you.
Now's where it takes the dark turn.
It's fun. Yeah, it could be fun. I don't know. They take these giant stones, they lie him on his chest, and basically they would just keep putting the weight on until he would admit to being a witch, or until it would kill him. And he refused to admit to being a witch for fairly obvious reasons. And more weight were his last words. More weight. He just said, "Bring it on." He wouldn't admit. He wouldn't admit to being a witch. And so the stones did their job, and they crushed his chest, and that's how he perished. And we thought, man, that'd be a great song. It's a really good closer too. So this is gonna be our last song. So thank you very much. And before. Bring on the weight. And before I forget, I gotta mention our amazing crew who has taken care of us all night. Mary's doing the sound. Robin is doing a little bit of everything. I don't even know what. Vacuuming at one point.
Walking the dogs.
Ken has been the hospitality wizard. This we got a real taste of the luxurious treatment of stardom when Cassie is talking about us not submitting a rider. We're not joking. It's whatever you got in the fridge, we don't care. We're happy. We're easy to please. So, but Ken has been just taking care of us beyond what we could ever imagine. So thank you. And obviously, Cassie, we wouldn't be here without you. Thank you for taking a shot on us over a year ago, and we really appreciate that. We can't be doing this without people like you guys. So, and for everybody for coming out, of course, we can't be doing this without you. So, thank you so. Wow, you don't really think a lot of yourselves.
Give yourselves a round.
Give it up for yourselves. You're more than welcome to. All right, no, thank you. So this is our last song. It's about a guy being crushed to death. It's called the Ballad of Giles Corey.
Feel the winds, they are howling. Closer come death, holding flowers. Hear the crowds, they are calling me out. Bodies burned by the hour. Don't press on me. Don't press on me. Cries ring out from the dying. Hang mama high before you learn. More weight, I'll cry where I'm lying. 3 days more till then it's your turn. Don't press on me. Don't press on me. Don't press on me. Don't press down on me. Take my mind to the gallows, burn my heart out in the streets, bring my body to the hillside and send me out to sea. Take my mind to the gallows, burn my heart out in the streets, bring my body to the hillside and send me out to sea.
don't press.
Lord, don't press on me. No, Lord, don't press on me. And I said,
Judge, don't press on me. No, judge, don't press on me. And I said, Lord, don't press on me. No, Lord, don't press on me. And I said, Judge, don't press on me. No, judge, don't press on me. And I said, Lord, don't press on me. No, Lord, don't press on me. And I said, Judge, don't press on me. No, judge, don't press on me. And I said, Lord, don't press on me. No, Lord, don't press on me. And I said, Judge, don't press on me.
no, judge, don't press on me.
All right.
Are we ready for that to be their last song? I don't. No? You know how we let them know that's not their last song, right? Get your asses up! Get your asses up! Get your asses up! You know? What? Y'all, I'm 6'1". Get your asses up! You know what? People who understand that tears and laughter live so fucking close together are my favorite people.
Yeah, you guys are amazing.
And for that, please give us one more song.
Okay.
Right?
Sure. Our saddest song yet. No,
Oh.
I'm kidding. It won't be. No, I'm teasing. Thank you. You guys are amazing.
Sad song.
This is amazing. Okay.
One
We'll do
more.
one. We'll do one
One
more.
more.
Okay.
Come
We
on.
truly will end it on not a sad song.
We really don't care.
Trust you.
I know you don't trust me at this point.
That
but-
was a really sad song, and I loved it.
awesome. Thank you. No, this is amazing. Thank you. You guys are amazing.
I can't believe I had to drag your asses up.
The band wasn't that
It's gonna
good.
be-
It's okay.
Your entrance to the next concert is questionable. I'm just saying.
All right. We'll end on this is an upbeat song. We mask our sad songs in upbeat melodies, but this is an upbeat song. This is good. Yeah. Again, I'll thank you guys a million times over, but this has been amazing. So we'll end on a song. This is a song. It's not. We can't really take credit for it, but I was in the band that wrote it many years ago, and I was in a different band that kind of did some rewriting on it, and now we kind of just stole it and say it's ours. I think probably one of the people that wrote it might be watching right now. Actually, our bass player back home. He's probably I'll give him
Shout
a lot
out
of the
Ben.
credit. His name is Ben Mack. He's a phenomenal bass player. He plays with everybody back home. They might be watching. I'm not sure, but
He usually sings verse 2.
if he was here, we would pressure him into singing it. He doesn't like to sing, but he's a very good singer.
And then you guys would love him.
And then you would love him because everybody woos when he sings because he comes out of his shell for those 12 seconds. But yeah, give it up for Ben.
The Manitoba Bassist of the Year, like 3 or 4 years in a row.
That's true. So I won't take credit for writing this song, but it's one of our favorites to play near the end of the night. It's either that last one or this one, so we'll do this one. And it's called Take Me Home. We've heard that you can sing, so if you'd like to sing along at the end, that'd be really cool. The words are really easy. We say it many times, and so you'll pick up on it by the end. Even if you don't really know it, you can just say the vowels and kind of sound it out. But the words are easy, so when we're at the end, we'll kind of build it up, and then we'll bring it down, and we cut out. And then if you guys wanted to sing along, would be really cool. It's embarrassing for us if you don't. Okay.
They're ready.
Message received. Okay. Then you can go home after this one. It's called Take Me Home. 2, 3, 4.
Take me home tonight, 'cause I know you know I'm not alright.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Build me a house made of stone. Take me to places I've never known. Your voice on the radio. Your voice and it takes me home. Take me home tonight. 'Cause I know you know I'm not alright. Take me home tonight. 'Cause I can't stand it, I can't fight. Empty bottles on the floor, shaky hands and I'm out the door. Your song on the radio, your song and it takes me home. Take me home tonight. 'Cause I know you know I'm not alright. Take me home tonight. 'Cause I can't stand it, I can't fight.
You're already figuring it out.
We've been here before. Lonely night, I'm at your door. We've been here before. Lonely night, I'm at your door. So take me home tonight. 'Cause I know you know I'm not alright. Take me home tonight. 'Cause I can't stand it, I can't fight.
Keep it going.
Take me home tonight. 'Cause I know you know I'm not alright. Take me home tonight. 'Cause I can't stand it, I can't fight.
Let's just do it all together.
Take me home tonight. 'Cause I know you know I'm not alright. Take me home tonight. 'Cause I can't stand it, I can't fight.
Very beautiful. Thank you guys so much. This has been incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
It's all downhill from there. Thank you guys. Have a great night. Thank you.